Well, hi there. As you can see, here's an Octatrack Mk2 by Elektron. And today's video, we're going to talk about how we're going to power this in a mobile setup. A setup that doesn't have any mains power. And I've done a lot of research on this, and there's been a lot of people who have got solutions already. This is not the first solution to ever be done on this. I'm not claiming that or anything, but this is the problem that I came across whilst I was researching this. And this is my solution that I've come up with for me. Now, I believe this solution is more of a global solution. This will suit people from all over the world. What is universal to the world is that anywhere in the world we can supply 12 volts DC at 2 amps to this. When you're looking at the Octatrack's actual power supply, you can see here under the output section that it says the same thing, that it's supplying 12 volts DC at 2000 milliamps or 2 amps, it's the same thing. But also notice next to it, it says that this particular power supply delivers 24W or 24 watts. And I also want you to notice that it says it's a center positive. See how there's a little plus sign there? It has to be able to supply at least 2 amps or 2000 milliamps, and it also has to supply at least 24 watts because that's what Elektron are giving us. So when you're doing your research with that, always take that into consideration. The information that I'm telling you is actually really important as to the decision that I come up with. And what I found on the market that I could get locally here in Australia is this device. Now what it is, it's actually built for laptops, and it comes with a DC output here. Also you can plug USBs into it and you charge it through this micro USB adapter here. But this DC output here that it comes with also comes with a packet with a whole bunch of adapters. You can see that it comes with all of these adapters and these tips here. So it's saying that it's happy to charge laptops, tablets and smartphones. It can charge anything that's USB powered. As you know, it's got 2 USB ports on it. Let's have a look at the specs on the box here. This can do 20,000 milliamp hours. It does 12 volts out of the DC, and we know the Octatrack is 12 volts. So we're getting a tick there and a tick with the battery life. That the DC output, which is 12 volts, can handle up to 65 watts. And remember, we looked at the power supply on the Octatrack and it needed 25 watts, so it's got enough power, because watts is a measurement of power. And the output 12 volts here at 2 amps. This needs 2 amps. So, perfect. Okay, you've got a packet of adapters. I've used one of them already, which I'll show you in a sec. And it also has a car adapter, which didn't even say that on the box, so that's really cool. So this is the adapter that I found in the box that was called adapter C, and you just plug that on the end here, and we just put that straight into the DC input here. You know that there's definitely no Octatrack being powered at the moment, okay? And we need to turn this little power switch on the side here. See that power switch? So we're just going to turn that on. Okay, there you go. That's really cool. What also I love about this is it shows me how many watts I'm currently drawing from this particular unit. So even though the Octatrack says it needs to have up to 25 watts of power through their power supply, you can see that for most of it, it actually doesn't even need it. And when you're running this, I ran the demo on this before, it was actually still sitting at about 7 to 8 watts, so it's nothing. You could do a calculation on how long this would last on battery, and I reckon it would be easily over 8 hours, you know, possibly even double that, I don't know. So anyway, there is my universal or worldwide mobile power solution for the Elektron Octatrack. This is the Mk2. Be careful, guys. The Mk1, I believe, is only 6 volts, so this won't apply to those who own the Mk1. This is for the Mk2. But also, let's see if it works on something else that's made by Elektron. I'll go grab it. Here we have the Elektron Analog Four, and it also powers this beautifully as well. This is drawing a bit more power. I actually think I feel this unit. I don't have a Mark II. Sorry, Elektron, if you want to send me a free Mark II, I'm more than happy to take one off you and swap it with this. I don't know what the Mark II would be like on this, but you can see here, this usually draws around about 12 to 13 watts of power. But once again, if we grab Elektron's power supply that comes with the Analog Four, it says that it needs 30 watts. So we know that, like, if Elektron engineers are making a power supply for this, we know that it's usually not going to draw much more than 30 watts, but this needs 2.5 amps. Now, I'm just letting you know that this thing can actually do more than 2 amps. I've tested it. So guys, there's my global, worldwide, universal power supply recommendation for Elektron Octatrack and Analog Four. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Give me a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you soon. Catch you later.